Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here with me is the Director of Peace Building and Planning in Yei River County, Mr. James Wani Banja, and here he happens to be a trainer of that is some participants, a training that is being organized by GIZ and it is under rural development. And we are going to listen from him actually of what they are going to like put or what are going to be the output, the outcomes of this training such that we can be able to learn together as the public, because I know that the number that is here cannot reach the whole people, but I know through this platform we are going to get more knowledge from that is Mr. Wani, and he has been one of the best trainers of all times that is being taken for trainings, and I believe he's going to make you understand what the concept of this training is going to be all about, because we coming for a training is actually to change the lives of the people and give a very good narrative such that people can learn out of it. And I just wish all of you attend and enjoy so nice and successful such that you can get the message that he's going to convey. So Mr. I just want you to actually introduce yourself to us, and remember these are guys from BTC NDTV lively streaming in Yei, South Sudan, and you're most welcome to speak to your people through our platform. You're most welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm called James Wani Banja. I'm professional. I'm a local government administrative officer assigned as the acting director for planning and the peace building in Yei River County. I was a trainer, a county-based trainer, who always engage in the capacity building trainings in the local government councils. Today happens to be my fourth training, supported by the German government through the local governance and peaceful coexistence project. Out of the 4 trainings that we have so far conducted, like the community-based conflict resolution training, public finance management training, citizen participation and inclusive governance. So today we are specifically for rural development. So basically when we talk of rural development, we are looking on the aspect of improving the quality of life of the people living in the countryside. So the countrysides, with our case in here, we talked of our bombers, we talked of our payams, those areas that are really hit at, especially by the crisis, where service delivery is installed. Most of the infrastructures that are in the rural areas are really damaged because of the crisis. And it is our belief as facilitators that engaging citizens in the rural development can give them skills and knowledge of how they can design their own self-help projects, implement them using the locally available resources that they have in the countryside for the sake of sustainability of the programs. I still remember that during the liberation era, late Dr. John Garang de Mabiar, who is the founder of this nation, was saying we need to take the town to the people. And up to now, if you go to the local government board, you may see that on the top of the building, it is written there, take the town to the people. So this training is basically to ensure that we promote urban-rural migration. So we don't want to encourage the rural-urban migration, but we need to discourage the rural-urban migration. Instead, we need to promote now the urban to rural migration. This is basically the perception of this training. So I'm sure at the end of the 5 days training that we are going to run from today 16 to 20th, I will be in position to ensure that the participants are full equipped and they are able to transform their rural areas into areas that are productive. So if you look at rural development, mainly, basically, there are 3 things that we are going to tackle mainly. One is we are going to look on the issue of food security in the rural areas. We are going to look on the infrastructures in the rural areas, especially health and education. Those are major key issues that we are going to discuss much. And then we are going to see to it that at the end of this training, the participants are able again to design their program, their projects, as I already stated. So basically, it is a community-based or community-driven approaches to rural development. So we are going to have a very interactive session with the participants. I'm going to learn on them on how they design projects and how they implement their projects. And I'm going to learn more from the local government officers that are present in this training to see what is the role of the local government in ensuring that there is equitable development? When we talk of equitable development, we are looking on the aspect of how do we balance the aspect of service delivery by not only concentrating in the town center, but for us to trickle down the development aspect to the people in the countryside, so that our people in the boomers and in the Payams also get the same services that people in the town are actually availing. So briefly, this is the little narrative about the rural development training that we are going to undertake from today up to the 20th of May or of June.
Yes, thank you so much, our listeners. So, Mr. Wani, I was actually talking about the urban-rural development, which means development to be shifted from that is the urban areas or from the town to the villages, of which it's going to really have a very great impact of us, the youth, and also the people of South Sudan at large. And I believe such initiatives are really so vital. And I remember also during the first training that is inclusive participation of the citizens, I was one of the also trainees, and I learned a lot of things. And I think actually the team is doing something that is very good, and that is funded by GIZ, that is the German government. And Mr. Wani, could you please tell us your final remarks to the people who can be following you through, that is BTC NDTV, such that they can take this into serious consideration?
Okay, thank you very much. I think if you look at the category of our participants, it is really inclusive. You have person living with disabilities, we have the paid base, we have the youths, we have the women, we have the community leaders, whom we think are the drivers of development. So my message to all the listeners is that development, when we talk of development, it is not only government that is the driver for development, but all of us are actors in development. So let us pick up from me that if we need to realize change, all of us should be active participants in designing programs. So this aspect of waiting for government to deliver services are the things that actually drag our local population into politics. And then we look on development as a political agenda, that people now make development because I need to achieve a political ideologies, which are not good. Development, it is really a theoretical aspect of transforming a community, and it is a practical aspect of moving from rudimental aspect of development to a modern one. Now, for example, after the conclusion of this training, we need to have a site visit to the ECS plantation site of the copy. We need to look on how this project benefit people. So we need to learn on how the churches build up community resilience, so that in the next 5 years, we need to see that Yei is a transformed local government council. And then we need to sell these ideas to the other local government councils in central Equatoria State. But we need to set the foundation as people of Yei, and then now we can trickle down to some of the 6 counties of central Equatoria. And in turn, we need to enroll the same rural development training to the people of the Republic of South Sudan. Because if we develop Yei and the other rural areas in the Republic of South Sudan are underdeveloped, and then we did nothing. So we need to ensure that all of us move equitably in development in all the 10 states of the Republic of South Sudan and the 3 administrative area, so that South Sudan looks a unique country in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. James Wani, for those insights, and I believe it's actually an agent of transformation to the people of South Sudan at large. And if you have more inquiries, that is Mr. James Wani, you can follow our YouTube channel, or you can follow our Facebook page, that is on BTC NDTV, and there is a WhatsApp number there. You can drop all your inquiries and your questions, such that we can be able to enrich Mr. Wani, such that he can be able to solve your problems on what you wanted him to actually clarify for you. And for now, you can just stay tuned to all our platforms, such that you can have more of the information about these trainings. And I believe after that, we shall also bring for you more sessions from, that is Mr. James Wani. Thank you so much for being patient in attending to our talk show, and I believe God will bless you. Thank you. I remain Sir Derek, the host of BTC NDTV. Thank you.